Good morning. This is the start of day 38. I've gotten about 2 miles in this morning, and it's about 7:30. Things are going well. And then I came up on this beautiful little creek, which is a good thing because I'm out of water, need to fill up here, get ready for the next section. It's a beautiful morning out. The sound of the creek is cool. Everything's going well. Happy trails. So it's right at 11 o'clock and I've got about 7.5 miles in, which is really good for me. Just had a steep climb of about 1,000 feet, and now we're up at around 6,700 feet. Just past the spring where I got some water. And as you can see, you're kind of in a more typical Southern California forested area. Pretty dry for the most part. Some great campsites that I missed here. And now we see the desert floor out there. I think that's out towards Lancaster, if my memory is correct, if my geography is correct. We'll be going a little bit more this way to our left through those hills over there. Starting in the next few days, be a quite different environment. Happy trails. So it's just after 3 o'clock. Passing by Angeles Crest Highway again, which I hope I never see again unless it's in a car. We must have crossed that at least a dozen times. Then took a trip up here by Cal Fire Station and some day use area that has a spigot, which is the only spot for water for several miles. So I'm filling up here. Okay, so it's about 6:20. Got a fairly good start this morning. Like to get up a little earlier and start earlier. But beautiful sunrise, looking out over the desert areas. Trail looks pretty good, kind of downhill. As we descend more into that desert down there for a long, hot hike in a few days. See you down the trails. So it's about 9 o'clock. I've got almost 6 miles in. Stopping to fill up for water, which, as you've noticed, is one of the primary things we do on the PCT. But a really cool little spring over here that I'm going to switch over and hopefully you can see. What's really fun about, in addition just the sound of the water, and I wish you could hear them all, is the sound of all the other stuff in this little riparian habitat. So there's like woodpeckers, songbirds, frogs, all making noises this morning in this small little area. So it's about 2:25. Covered about 14 miles already. Quite a bit of elevation gain and now particularly loss. And so we've moved out of that pine and oak area that was so beautiful last night, here into this desert area that you can see, or deserty. It's pretty warm, although I suspect it's only about 75 or so. But when you're carrying a pack and there's no shade, it feels a lot different. But main thing is we're making progress. We've got about 2 more miles to go, and then we'll be at a regular campground with toilets and tables and flat places for your tents and all that. And a friend of mine from about 300 miles back has kindly consented to save me a spot there, because there's a lot more people on the trail than normal, and it's actually hard to get tent sites. So I'm happy that got done. Looking forward to that, cleaning up a little bit, and the next day I'll be at a KOA RV park. So I'm really looking forward to that. So we'll talk to you soon. Happy trails.
Doctor, stay away.
So here we are at North Fork Ranger Station, which allows us to camp, one of the few that does. And fellow hikers Mike and Ed, who met with Chad and I back on the Saddle Junction by Idlewild, caught up or passed me or whatever. And then Todd is the caretaker here, and he gave us a Coke and a snack.
And a Rice Krispie treat.
A Rice Krispie and a cold Coke out of the generosity of his own heart. Because I know the government wouldn't do it. And over there is Indy Bunny, who I met at 11.4, and we're going to hike a little bit together. And happy trails.
Yeah, when you get the time.
So it's about 6:20. Just left the campground, which was really nice, having tables and toilets, etc. Had a great dinner last night with a lot of friends that I met around the trail. And then as it started down hill here this morning, had this beautiful view of what I believe are the Santa Clarita Mountains. Beautiful view of the fog, sun coming up. Hope you're enjoying it as much as I am. Happy trails. So this is a pretty wild kind of day. A minute ago it was pretty warm. All of a sudden winds come up. It's fog's rolled in, and it's actually pretty chilly. But fog on the PCT, highly unusual. Interesting weather. I've got about 6 more miles to go to a KOA where I'm going to relax for the rest of the day. So happy trails. So this is a wrap up for day 40. Did basically a Nero day. Just was about a little less than 9 miles down to this KOA campground place where I'd rented a cabin. Sharing that with another hiker, and looking forward to having a meal here in a minute. But it's a nice cozy little place. So it's got full kitchen and shower and toilet and all that kind of good stuff. So relaxing here today, another short day tomorrow, and then we have a long 112-mile desert walk starting after that. So trying to warm up for that or get ready for that. There was a gorgeous moment when we started out today. There was a beautiful fog, clouds covering most of the mountains ahead of us with some sunshine on it. I'll get that posted or hopefully pretty soon. It's a glorious morning. Looking forward to a great day. Happy trails. So it's 7:30, been on the trail for about an hour. Moving in what I would call a little bit more typical Southern California environment. Dry, since it's now the middle of May. Pretty good trail. You can see a couple of hikers, one in the middle there, one just going over the ridge ahead of me. It's a nice day. Good cloud cover so far. Not supposed to get too hot, and I don't have very far to go. So it looks like a good day. Happy trails.